Dan Kelley is a farmer by training and trade, and proud of it. He has taken his vocation and turned it into a lifetime of service by championing the development and growth of cooperatives and the agriculture industry. Growing up on a farm near Normal, Illinois, Dan knew he'd become a farmer and graduated from Illinois State University with a degree in agriculture. Pairing his newfound knowledge with his real-life experience, he began farming with his brothers, Jim and Greg, in 1970. In June of 1971, he married Pam, and the young couple continued farming in the area. Dan and Pam started their family, which grew to 3 children, Kristen, Brian, and Katie. Early on in his farming career, Dan took the first steps on his cooperative journey by becoming a member of Evergreen FS, his local co-op. By 1977, he was serving on the board and became board president in 1985. No matter where his career took him in the coming years, he served in that role until 2008. In the 1980s, Dan's formidable leadership skills were put to the test during the dark days of the farm credit crisis. Detractors called for the farm credit system to be dissolved and replaced with a non-co-op based option. As a bank director, Dan led the charge for reorganization of the farm credit system against almost insurmountable obstacles and making critical decisions on difficult issues, such as leading the first volunteer merger of a farm credit bank. Through his unflagging belief in co-ops and his diplomatic skills, the farm credit system emerged from the crisis. Today, it's a flourishing and vital financial resource for member owners and rural America. As then-Senator Carol Moseley Braun said, Dan Kelley's successes, and those of the farm credit system, have confounded the cynics who said farmer cooperatives cannot survive, much less prosper in today's competitive, fast-moving markets. Recognizing his leadership abilities, commitment to cooperatives, and his passion for agriculture, Growmark members elected him to the Regional Cooperatives Board in 1995. In 2000, he was elected board chair and president. Dan's inclusive style of leadership helped shepherd Growmark through challenging times, as well as exciting periods of economic growth and expansion. 2 years before Dan became chair, Growmark reported a loss. But under his exemplary leadership and teamwork with board and staff, the organization grew from a 3-state cooperative to a $10 billion entity, serving 250,000 customers in more than 40 states and Ontario. Part of that successful recovery was fueled by Dan's openness to innovative solutions to benefit members and the cooperatives. Solutions such as joint ventures, partnerships to expand grain marketing opportunities, developing a thriving retail agronomy business on the East Coast, and exploring new models for doing business. As his own experience has demonstrated, Dan knows cooperatives need leaders at all levels to keep them vibrant, financially sound, and responsive to their members. That's why, throughout his career, he has fervently supported and encouraged leader development, including Growmark's intensive certification program for directors and its leadership program for employees. He also has been a champion of the Illinois Agricultural Leadership Foundation program, which develops future policy and decision-makers for the ag industry. Dan's contributions to cooperatives don't end with the Growmark system. Since 2004, he has served on the board of CoBank, including 8 years as vice chair. With $100 billion in assets, cooperatively owned CoBank is a member of the farm credit system and one of the leading providers of credit to farm-owned ag co-ops, electric co-ops, and the U.S. rural economy. During every year of Dan's tenure on the board, the bank has delivered record earnings on behalf of its customer owners and paid out $3 billion in patronage to its members.
You know, it's pretty easy to see that Dan Kelley is a leader. Dan Kelley is always part of the leadership of every cooperative he's ever served on the board of. And I think it's pretty easy to figure out why. He always comes with a great sense of dedication. He has great industry knowledge. He's quick on his feet. He's able to express himself very clearly. He always manages to look at all sides of an issue before he makes up his mind. He has, great open-mindedness, and so just has the qualities that just makes him rise to the top.
Since 2006, Dan has also served on the boards of the Nationwide Foundation, Nationwide Farmland, and Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company. In his continuing role for this Fortune 100 company, he brings valuable business acumen, cooperative banking insights, and agricultural experience. Dan understands the true spirit of cooperatives, which he has demonstrated over the years both as an advocate of products and services, as well as an advisor who made sure Nationwide was always doing the right thing in the way of offerings, coverages for its members, and overall direction of the company. In 2008, Dan once again found himself on the national policy stage when the National Council of Farmer Cooperatives asked him to co-chair its Blue Ribbon Farm Bill Committee. By identifying key issues and opportunities for co-ops, the committee contributed to the NCFC's impact in the shaping of the 2008 Farm Bill. As a leader, Dan gives of himself, but he also encourages the organizations he leads to give back. As a director on the CoBank board, he was a vocal advocate of its Sharing Success program, which matches charitable contributions from its customer owners. At Nationwide, Dan's been extremely supportive of its strategic goals of emergency and basic needs, and has a keen passion for the hunger relief efforts of Feeding America, a national network of member food banks engaged in the fight to end hunger. To encourage students at his alma mater to pursue careers in farming or agribusiness, Dan and his family established an annual scholarship presented by Kelley Farms. Dan is the first to credit his family for holding down the fort when his service to Cooperative takes him from home. Their well-practiced teamwork ensures that everything on the farm gets done. The Kelley Farms operation now has grown to include Dan's son Brian, Jim's son Matt, and cousins Bill Kelley and Mike Sutter. Dan and Pam are also nurturing the next generation, their 7 grandchildren. Declan and Connell Rhodes, Lydia and Cora Bain, and JD, Sean, and Maggie Kelley. Attending the grandkids' sporting events or taking them to cheer on professional teams like the St. Louis Cardinals is one of the Kelleys' favorite activities. Leaders who do the day-to-day hard work of guiding, sustaining, and growing cooperatives, particularly established co-ops, are often overlooked. However, these leaders are critical to the continuation of the cooperative business model in the United States. Dan Kelley is one of those leaders. His vision, innovation, statesmanship, perseverance, and selfless service have made a deep and lasting impact on cooperatives, agriculture, and rural America. He has raised the bar for those who follow him. Tonight, we honor this lifelong cooperator, Dan Kelley, with induction into the Cooperative Hall of Fame.